Yes, this. Hello everybody and welcome to the battle of the week. Today, you know what? No, we're just no. You see, sometimes I just do these battles without even watching them. This one was my personal recording, and this one No, you gotta stay cool, Well, you're about to find out why I'm having such a difficulty with restraining myself. So you see me just walking towards the city, my all well and good, just killing some elephants. Mind you, at this point, we do not know, neither of the side has artillery. Yes, it's about artillery. Now, this is taking place in March 29th, so this is what the latest patch where they have changed the accuracy settings on the artillery. And you're about to find out why artillery, like a long time ago, I have made a video about artillery and what it should be changed. And the people I have spoke to, we have clearly agreed that the problem was not that it was too strong. The problem that it was badly designed. Not only is it not historically accurate, I mean, it's so physically improbable that it's just ridiculous. And I'm not saying, oh, the trebuchets and catapults were never used in field battles. No, that's not what I mean. I'm talking about these sorcerers being able to put these hundreds of kilograms worth of wood, disassemble it within seconds, put it in their pockets, run at the exact same speed as they normally do, and just set it up within seconds. Like, what kind of Dragon Ball Z logic are we working on? Like, this is some kind of capsule corp, just press a button and just poof, artillery right there. So, but that's not the problem. I mean, it is part of the problem. But the fact that we see these all the time. But you know what? That's not even the remotely a major thing. But no, the problem is it is badly designed, because if you look at it from a reward and risk perspective, it's a completely broken unit. Any unit that is able to do any damage from a completely safe distance, namely here, to half the map, is already broken, because it is, well, it's not broken, but it is going to promote a horrible playstyle. Not to mention, you are about to find out what kind of damage that it does. You might argue, hey Ark, didn't you dodge that artillery a long time ago? Yes. This. Just this. Just look at it. I've lost about half of my health in 2 units in a single shot. Like, here's the thing about artillery. The way you can dodge artillery by using eyes on the horizon, which is you look at the horizon instead of what's in front of you. That is not fun by any means. You would like to be able to play rather than being harassed by this unit that is either gonna do all of your health in a single shot without exposing itself, or you are gonna be dodging it and it will still do a lot of damage because it bounces like a basketball. Oh yeah, those rocks are bouncing. And not just that, their bouncing also does damage. It knocks you down, it slows you down, so theoretically they can just keep shooting you. They can combine light and heavy artillery and do tremendous amounts of damage on you. I mean, why would you do this? Oh well, we all know why they did this, because World of Tanks did it. Guess what? Even in World of Tanks, it was a horrible idea. Well, and that is the problem. Now, if you might say, oh, Ark, you're just salty because artillery took half of your health in a single shot. Yes, I am a little salty about that, but that's not the only reason. The reason is that it promotes this camping playstyle where it's just the team is best built just around this artillery, and it becomes camp versus camp. Here you go. Here's, you see our campers. I'm not gonna mention any names. It's a little too late for that, but... I can assure you, even our artillery player thinks that artillery is a horrible addition to the game. He has tier 8 artillery. So we've got some elephantine action going on, and if you look at the damage capability of my javelins, it has been reduced by more than 50%. So the kill count has been over 20%. No, it's a little less than 20%, but it's almost 50. So in a single shot, I lost half of my units. He could have, at this point, they both could have kept shooting, and he is shooting right now. See, there is no other unit. There is no other thing that if you are not paying attention exclusively to it, it completely wipes you off the game. Like, you can say pikemen, but you see pikemen coming. You can do something about it. Cavalry. Here's the thing, you can see cavalry coming, even if it was hidden. Just because you are exposing yourself is already a mistake. It requires a culmination of mistakes for that to happen. So let's take a look at the rest of the battlefield. We've got a pretty good engagement going on in the middle. We've got this Roman cavalry activating its oath of perseverance. Got some very nice morale, and they're doing quite a bit of damage while receiving very little. Very nice show. We've got some naked warband coming in from the north. These are tier 9s, which I'm pretty sure are not even naked. As you can see, they're wearing a cloak, so that's already false advertisement. So, like, from what we can see, they've got these tier 9 heavy ballistas, somehow able to fire 3 rocks at the same time, somehow. I mean, what were you thinking? How is this supposed to prevent camping? It is camping! So yeah, I'm just wondering at this point where the enemy elephants are, so let's speed this up. So the red team looks like they're pushing in the city, but the blue team still maintains the numerical advantage because, well, the blue team is also forced to camp, because that's exactly what the high tier games devolve into. That's exactly what they did devolve into in the Steam version. That's exactly what they had devolved into in the first tournament of this game. It was a heavy artillery camp, and here we see it again. Like, before you people go and say, "Oh, Ark, why don't you bring in some heavy cavalry? Why don't you bring in some cavalry?" Oh yeah, genius. The thing is, it is protected, so it's a suicide charge. Like, as you can see, they have suicide charged against a pub, against a public group that is not even carrying at this point. If they did, we would have had this place completely covered in pikes. They do not. They just have some medium infantry protecting it, not even heavy infantry protecting it. So this is not even a serious degree of camping. And when that happens, your game is gonna be just boring to play, boring to watch, and just not fun to play. Like, it's not gonna be strategic, it's just gonna be a chore. And here we see the artillery magically putting those ballistas in their pockets and just running away. Not to mention, these guys also run pretty fast. Like, I've seen them kiting elephants very, very easily. You can just watch the tournament footage for that. And guess what? They can just take that artillery out just as easily. Yeah, we have the artillery advancing over here. With the enemy artillery just keeps on dodging the shots, because of course they can. They're also, I mean, they can also move very fast. Like, what was the idea behind this? Like, it is not fun to... I'm pretty sure it's not fun to play. It's not fun to be played against. I can testify for that. And it's not adding anything into the game. But my rant aside, let's just enjoy this battle. I have said what I had to say. My hatred towards artillery was already well known. So now you see this artillery just being defended all the time. Now they can play for the time. Not very well, apparently, because one of them is going down. Oh, and let's talk about another factor, is that the damage and, as far as I know, the reload rate of the artillery does not change based on the amount of people they've got. It doesn't even matter. It used to be a lot worse. It used to be that the artillery would require at least 3 men to fire, and those men would be waiting at the... by the side of the artillery piece, allowing them to block all archer fire. Oh yes, let's talk about that. You might say, hey, Ark, don't archers and slingers counter the artillery? No, they don't. A single shot from artillery, as we have seen, can wipe out 2 of your units with a single shot. Yes, you can counter it if you can dodge every single shot that it shoots, but that's like that's like saying, oh man, oh, our guns are completely fair. They definitely do not change the surface of the battlefield. They are not overpowered at all. All you need to do is dodge the bullets. I mean, there's a reason why everybody uses guns and nobody uses swords anymore. So any team with a half a brain, as long as this is allowed, is going to keep using them. And if you look at our tournament rules, well, these things are banned. So, what's the point? They ruin the public games. Like, yeah, let's focus on the public games, not the tournament games, because as I said, in tournaments, these things are banned. So, in the public games, they just ruin your game. You come home from a long day of work, just sit down in front of your computer, just want to go, hey, I want to play some Total War Arena. You wait for 15 minutes to get a high tier queue. What happens next? You get shot from halfway across the map, from more than half across the map, and get half your units wiped out. And obviously our artillery is just basically supporting our offense. And we do not even have to engage them. They cannot do anything. They are out of cavalry, as far as we can see. Yeah, they are out of cavalry. They've got only infantry, and our infantry is already defending us. Not to mention, as the ranks increase, the minimum range of the artillery decreases too. So it's almost they'll be able to shoot from melee. Oh, that's some good engagement right here. This could have easily been a non-sarcastic battle of the game, but no. No, I just felt the need to bring this up. So that everybody will be aware. As soon as you see it, you should dodge it. But, like, keeping your eyes on the horizon, and if you don't know if the enemy has artillery, well, you're screwed! So yeah, we got a bit of a cat and mouse going on over here. The ballista's just going in, out for the cap points. Yeah. So, I hope you learned something today, and we'll see you next time.